For the Module 15 assignment, you will make a 3-column publication design. To find ideas and inspiration, make a Pinterest board. You can Google publication design to find some that have approximately 3-column layouts. Here's one. You can pin this one here, or you can click on View Image. As you're viewing this, the left side is a single page and the right side is a single page. This is an example of a 3-column layout. One, and this text box has been stretched out to overlap 2 columns. I'll show you how you can do that in InDesign. First, you'll need to write 4 to 5 paragraphs and have your text ready in a Word document that has the name PolisShare Text, and save it to your desktop or on your thumb drive. In InDesign, create a new document, File, New, Document. Make sure you set the number of pages to 1 or 2 if you want to have an extra page. Remove facing pages because this is not a spread or 2-page spread. The page size will be a letter size page. The width and the height are in picas. They are letter size 8.5 by 11, but they're always set up in picas. The columns, you want 3 columns. The gutter, 1p6 is equal to 1/4 inch. The margins are already set to 1/2 inch all the way around. 3 picas equals 1/2 inch. And click OK. Now we will create text boxes with the text tool. Click on the type tool, click, hold, and drag. Make sure the text box lines up with the margin guides. Make a second text box. Make sure it snaps into position, and a third text box. I'm going to use the selection tool and click on each box to make sure I have 3. Now I'm going to thread the boxes so the text flows from one box into the other and from the middle box into the third. I'm going to click in this box here, or it's called the out port, and I'm going to click in the center of this text box. You'll see the link chain icon. Now the 2 are linked. I will then click this out port and click in the center of the third text box. Now all 3 are linked. I'm going to import the text from the Word document that I have saved. In order to import the text, I'm going to go to File, Place, or Command D. I'm going to look for the PolisShare Text, and I'm going to click on Options. I'm going to click on Show Import Options, and I'll click Open. The import options give me some choices. I want to click on Remove Styles and Formatting from Text and Tables in case there's any text from the internet or from another document. You may include the rest of this information and always use typographer's quotes. Click OK. Now I have the text attached to the selection tool. I'm going to click into the very first text box, and the text flows from one box to the other. Now I'm going to move or reshape my text boxes so you can see that the text flows from one box to the other. Now we're going to talk about creating a design that looks like that template or the inspiration files that I've saved in Pinterest. I have screen captured the page from the Pinterest board, and I imported it, placed it right into the document. It's here in my layer 1. I should remove it and put it on a layer on its own and put it below, but I'm going to do that later. I'm going to click, hold, and drag these guides and move them down to help me identify where the text boxes are. That's really what I want. In some of the other stuff, this area could be a photograph of Paula Scher. This area can be small squares, small text, or some other design that you choose. I'm going to put another guideline here and a guideline here. So now I'll hide this screen capture, and our text is still here. And I'll try to line up my text boxes with that of the template or the inspiration document. So there, I've made my first text box the size of the shape of the height from this guideline to this guideline. Now I'm going to move this one up here, and I'm going to move this one out because I might not need it. I'm going to then drag this one, make it wider, and I now have the same layout that there's going to be an inset here of artwork. So that's going to bring the text down and flow into this area. Now when I show my layers and show the screen capture, you can see the text will flow from here to here and make a nice square, and the text will flow from here to here. So you can create an inset of some artwork or text or drop cap or something. One element that is a current trend in design, publication design, is using serif type with a nice amount of leading here through the very first text box. And then the second text box will have a sans serif font with maybe some bold text to showcase some of the words. And that creates contrast. You'll also want to have some nice bold type up here for the title, perhaps Paula Scher, or expand on the title, and another reference point here with some reference information to the imagery. You could have 2 squares of imagery here, images of Paula Scher's artwork, and then using the gutter you can also have a text picture box of color here. Let's hide this layer so we can see what we have. And I can use a picture box to place some of my images. So I can do that and plan ahead to do 2 picture boxes or 1 wide picture box. And I can do artwork that goes all the way across, perhaps a full color box here, and images on top. Again, using the screen capture that I have here as a reference. In general, I want to see the body copy a chosen serif font. Your choice. I recommended something like Georgia, Baskerville, or there's a third one. Doesn't come to mind at the moment, but it will be in the assignment. In your assignment, please read all the details carefully. It's a one-page biographical publication design. Remember to compile 10 images of one-page publication designs to save, and then you'll be submitting the Pinterest board. Here are some points to remember: threading the text boxes, placing the text. It's Command D. These are the things I tried to go through. Remember the specs: 12-point standard body copy size. Use 2 fonts only, one serif, body copy serif like Times New Roman, and the title can be a sans serif font like Helvetica. Try to apply repetition, color of the font design or design element. Repeat colors that you find in the images. In general, keep working on this project. It's a 2-week project due on December 16th, or you may submit it earlier, of course.